Hey, in this video, we're going to build a custom report in HubSpot step by step that keeps track of the relevance of each piece of content that we have created. We're going to use air traffic control to do this, which does automated research and tracks the engagement of different contacts with our content to make personalized recommendations for every single contact in HubSpot. And we're going to use Tango as we go here to track this process so it's documented and can be repeated by anyone who wants to take this report and run with it. So let's hit Start Capture and then get going by clicking Custom Report Builder inside of the Reports area in HubSpot. Choose my own data sources. We're going to leave contacts here and click Next because air traffic control recommendations are made at the contact level. We are then going to pull count of contacts into the x-axis, but before we do that, we're going to switch to the horizontal bar chart type because, as you'll see in a second, it makes it much easier to read the names of the content recommendations. So let's drag that into the x-axis, and then we're going to search for ATC, which is going to pull up all of the different properties in HubSpot where recommendations are being made. So we're going to pull in our blog post content for this particular example, but you could also be pulling in case studies or podcasts, other content types where ATC is making recommendations. So let's pull in ATC blog headline 1 into the y-axis. This is going to be the top recommended piece of content for each contact. If I click on the little pencil here, I can sort this by count of contacts. And if I apply that, we'll then get a much prettier looking graph over here, which will show us down at the bottom that our data hygiene piece for unlocking personalized marketing campaigns is by far our most recommended piece of content. That's the piece of content that most of our contacts care about. And as you can see, there is sort of a pretty steady drop off here in terms of the number of times that each of these pieces of content is being recommended. And this is a really great way to prioritize your efforts on content, find the gaps in your content program, and identify the pieces of content that you might want to refresh or update more frequently because they're the ones that are getting recommended most often. So to finish this report off, we're just going to give it a name. So we're going to say blog post relevance, a recommendation volume, click save, and then optionally we can add it to an existing dashboard. We have one called ATC enabled ABM in HubSpot, save and add. And that is us all done with this process. We now have a report in HubSpot that shows the pieces of content which are getting recommended to our audience most often. And we can use those recommendations in all sorts of different places, whether that be in landing pages or email templates, to make sure that we're always putting the most relevant piece of content in front of each contact every time that we have a touch point with them. If you enjoyed this one, you want to see more videos like this, and you want to build this in your own account, definitely give the Tango a look. I'll leave that down in the post as well. And if you want to see other use cases step by step like this, just let me know. We'd love to put them out for you. Thanks.